In a small farm nestled in the heart of the countryside lived a hen named Feather. Feather was a special hen with pristine white feathers, a robust body, and relatively large wings compared to the other hens on the farm. Everyone knew that Feather cherished tending to her eggs more than anything else in the world. She eagerly awaited each egg-laying season to sit on her nest and proudly watch over the eggs she would bring into the world. One bright morning, Feather felt it was time to lay her eggs. She began searching for the perfect spot to do so. After much thought, she found a quiet corner in the barn, away from the eyes of humans and other animals. The place was shaded and warm, making it perfect for keeping the eggs safe. Feather laid 4 beautiful eggs, smooth and pearly white. These weren't just ordinary eggs to Feather. They were her most precious treasure. She decided to care for the eggs herself without leaving them for a moment, protecting them from any potential danger. But things did not go as Feather had hoped. On a dark night, while Feather was dozing off over her eggs, something unexpected happened. A cunning fox named Zaror sneaked into the barn. Zaror was smart and swift and knew well that hens lay their eggs in hidden spots. He sniffed out the eggs and quickly made his way to the corner where Feather sat. Feather woke up to a faint noise and soft footsteps approaching her. She cautiously opened her eyes to see Zaror's eyes glimmering in the dark. Before she could comprehend what was happening, Zaror swiftly snatched one of the eggs and darted off to the nearby forest. Feather cried out at the top of her lungs, but it was too late. She chased Zaror with all her might, but the fox was much faster. She stopped at the edge of the forest, panting heavily, her heart pounding not just from running but from fear and worry over her lost egg. Feather returned to the barn, heartbroken, but she decided at that moment not to let Zaror or any other creature come near her remaining eggs. She moved her nest to a more secret location, where no one could easily find it. To keep her eggs safe, she stayed awake all night, watching every movement and sound around her. Days passed slowly, and Feather couldn't stop thinking about her lost egg, but she focused all her attention on the remaining eggs. She knew they needed warmth and care, so she sat on them all the time, whispering soft songs and imagining the day they would hatch. One day, as Feather sat on her eggs, she heard a faint cracking sound. She lifted her head quickly, her heart filled with anticipation. One of the eggs started to move slowly, and small cracks appeared on the shell's surface. Feather was filled with joy and anxiety, watching closely. Moments later, a tiny, weak chick emerged from the egg, but it was full of life. Feather gently pecked at it, and it responded with tiny chirps. This process repeated with the remaining 2 eggs, until 3 little chicks emerged, hiding under her wings, feeling warm and safe. But the story didn't end there. The next day, something unexpected happened. Zaror returned to the farm, trying to find Feather's secret nest. This time, Feather was ready. She made loud noises to attract the attention of the other animals on the farm.